All right, here we go. You want to kick us off?
Hello.
I'm going to include the awkward pause for the ha ha ha.
It's fall, winter, quick dry, swatch show.
Swatch show. This is a long one, folks. Buckle up.
And for anyone who follows my Instagram story, Noah gave me lice, so Liv and I are like 6 feet apart. Can you tell via the audio?
I'm sorry, what did you say, SGT?
Don't worry, it was only like one little lice bug.
No, it's okay. I'm a lice expert. All right. I feel like we just ruined when we told them we were going to do it. Now they know.
Oh, now they know how far in advance we
Now they
went?
know it's like the Kardashians when they film it and it's like actually in the past.
But they know it's in the past.
Yeah. I'm just, the magic of the movies.
We've taken the fourth wall down.
Yeah.
We broke the fourth wall.
Welcome to the documentary of Swatch Show Fall Winter. Okay.
More like a reality show than documentary.
Documentary style reality show.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do confessionals like they do on The Bachelorette and stuff.
I'm happy to do confessionals. What should I confess about?
You know what? Maybe that's not a good idea because you'll say something you're not allowed to say, so perhaps not. What we can say is that this is a massive collection of 12 new shades that are the greatest hits, I think, of fall and winter in quick dry form, which is the formula that y'all love, and we love as well.
You really do love it. You do.
So what we'll do is we'll go through all the colors, we'll show them to you on bottle and swatch stick, and then we will pull their most similar friends in any color, both long lasting and quick dry. So beginning with the bottom row, we've got Twilight, then we've got Elevator, we have Cabernet, we have Canyon, we have Penny, we have Americano, and then up here on the top level, we've got Suited.
Oh, I just like knocked one down, sorry. I got really excited at Suited / it was like, it's like my old life, my old Wall Street life.
Yeah, unfortunately the names are only one word for quick dry, but it would have been in what is it? Equity sales trader extraordinaire would have been the title if it were long lasting. So Suited, and then we have Fawn, Primrose, Sugarcoat, Fiddle Fig, and Brick to round us out. So big collection, 12 colors. We're excited. Ready, set, go.
We have so many colors this time.
It really is so. I mean, it's always 12, but like when you're used to doing 6 and then you've got 12, you're like, whoa, buddy.
Is it always 12 for quick dry?
I mean, it's been 12 for the launch of spring, summer, yeah. But what's gonna happen in 2024, y'all?
We don't know yet. We don't know.
I mean, we certainly do not know.
Everyone thinks we know everything and we don't.
That is true. We actually have no idea. Your
Are we
guess
starting off with Cabernet?
We are starting off with a glass of Cabernet.
I don't drink wine. Do you drink wine?
No.
No. I don't really drink wine, but I always love when I see someone, by the way, I'm wearing Obsessed on my nails right now, so it's like Cabernet adjacent. I do love when people are drinking like a red wine. It makes me feel like I'm in New York City in the winter and like I'm sitting by the fire and I'm just like in a happy mood. It's just not, I've never really been a red wine drinker, but this color is gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Yeah, I was thinking about myself yesterday as I was organizing all of these colors, and I fancied myself a bit of a nail polish sommelier.
Oh, that's a good one.
So I was like, here's the vibe. Okie dokes. I'm going to bring these a little bit closer together so you can see them all because there's so many. But Cabernet, to kick us off, is a wine, kind of deep red, berry burgundy sort of color. Closest comparison would be Obsessed in long lasting. Then I also brought in Luxe Loafer from our fall collection that just launched, sort of like a jelly version of Cabernet.
If you don't have Luxe Loafer, don't sleep on it. Just saying.
Absolutely. And then I'm also going to bring in a couple of more like berry pink and then traditional red shades so that you can see just how different this color actually is. So here's JG, which is a kind of raspberry red.
You're way more raspberry.
Yeah, almost pink in this lineup, I think. And then we've got In the Clutch, which is that kind of like darker ruby sort of shade. Brought in Brick all the way here to the side, which is another quick dry shade that's in this collection, a lot more brown kind of red. And then we've got Smooch, which is from the original quick dry collection. And then
Smooch. People love Smooch.
Love Smooch. But Smooch looks like CV here now because it's so much lighter.
But that's why the nuance of color is so important, and that's why we do this.
And that's why we do it. All right, so there is Cabernet for you.
Love it. What's up next?
What's up next? Penny.
Ooh, Penny. I love you, Penny.
Okay, so Penny is.
I think Penny's gonna sell out so fast.
I do too. Penny brought me back to OG, my first photo shoot days, because its closest comparison is OJSM from our Winter 2019 collection.
And if you don't know what OJSM is, as Liv kind of puts all the other shiny polishes next to Penny, OJSM stands for Olive and June Santa Monica, which is our third Olive and June location. Not to be confused with OJBH, which is Olive and June Beverly Hills, or OJ Pass, Olive and June Pasadena. Did you know we used to have 3 salons? We did.
Ooh. So yeah, Penny's a little bit lighter and brighter than OJSM. To me, it's sort of like, you know when you find a perfectly fresh penny on the ground?
Totally.
That's the Penny bag. So Cosmic Pink is from our Beats collaboration. It looks a little bit more bronzy, I think, when it's put with these colors. And then Sundance Shimmer is a true darker bronze. And then Party Pants and Obvi is a rose gold glitter and a gold glitter. And again, it's not a gritty glitter. It's a crushed kind of foil metallic for Penny. So there you go.
I mean, it's the perfect name, Liz. You're so good at naming these polishes. It's unbelievable.
This was the one, this one was an easy one. Some of the colors in here, I feel like we went back and forth on a few times. It was a little bit of a challenge.
I mean, Penny was obvious.
Penny was obvious. Here's another winner chicken dinner. Here is Sugarcoat, which if you like a color called Schmeek Schmoldfish, could be a good winner for you, but it's an iridescent sheer.
It's coming for Pink Goldfish, and Noah does not appreciate it.
I mean, she's not here to defend the honor
She's at
of Pink
school
Goldfish.
now, y'all, after giving me lice.
She's not at school with lice.
Yeah, to be clear, we got treated for lice. We no longer have lice, but I will be telling her that she gave me lice for like the rest of her life. Don't at me. Don't be mad. Don't think I'm a bad mom. I'm just kidding. She did buy me flowers though, because I think she felt so bad about giving me
She
lice.
did, which I'm really impressed by. This is a really deep sort of.
I know. Well, she kept me up half the night too, as you set this up, and she asked her dad. She said, "Can we go get mommy flowers?" Which was really nice.
People, take note of Noah's initiative here. This is the kind of initiative we want to see.
It's true. It's true. It's so cute.
Alrighty, so here's Sugarcoat in the middle. It's closest to Pink Goldfish and Fairy, but it has a little bit more of a gold reflect to it. It gives
Which I like.
Yeah. And I brought it in next to...
there goes my computer trying to make me work. Hello, I'm doing the swatch show.
Swatch show. Just wait, like my mom's going to call now, watch. But I put it next to Baroque, which is a pearly sheer, Star Shower, which is a really gentle rose gold glitter, Pink Capiz, Fairy, Frosted Gloss, and It's Never Enough, which are all kind of our sheer, iridescent-y kind of colors that we make. So Sugarcoat.
Love that. I do think, as I line them up over here, as you said for the next, that Cabernet, Penny, and Sugarcoat would be like a good, like, ombre-y type Manny.
Oh.
It's really pretty and contrasty.
Agree. All right.
Manny Club, where are you with this? We need to know.
Need to know. All right. Next, we're gonna do Brick, which is a brick brownie kind of red. Bringing in again some of our classic reds here. We've got SC, which is a Bordeaux red. Here's CV, True Red. Lollipop, which is basically, if you like CV, this is kind of the closest comp in Quick Dry. And then to bring in some darker shades, we've got Obsessed, we've got Smooch. In the clutch is looking a little bit more berry ruby here. Bringing in Team Spirit from the Game Day collection, which captures a little bit more of that kind of brown sort of color that this color has. And then, of course, Cozy Up, which is a brick red from the Winter 2022 collection. And then last but certainly not least is my friend Lipstick Stain.
Will you put Cozy Up right on top of Brick just for 1 second? Because I think that's what people are gonna wonder. See, Cozy Up is way browner.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to throw that out there. You can put it back now. I just wanted to show everyone.
Yes, Brick, the Quick Dry is like a very red brick instead of like a
I do think if you
vintage.
like Cozy Up, you'll love Brick.
100%. The mood board for Brick was a very collegiate sort of red
Colgate, if you will.
Yes.
Although I think Cozy Up might be more Colgate.
And Team Spirit, if I'm not mistaken, is the Colgate Maroon. No?
I think it is close.
What was your mascot?
We were the Raiders.
Oh, I was like the toothbrushes.
Not to be, very funny, Liv. I haven't heard that before. Not to
Is that a joke people make?
Yeah. They're like, it's toothpaste, toothbrush. Not to be confused with the Las Vegas Raiders, of which I am a massive fan.
Yes.
I went to the game last weekend and we beat the Broncos. I don't know if anyone was watching, but it was a nail biter.
Was that awkward for you as like someone who grew up in a Colorado place? Like, do you feel morally?
Well, to be clear, I only went to high school in Colorado, but the craziest thing is that my dad was a Broncos fan for a long time, so I moved to Colorado to Steamboat and was a Broncos fan. And so all my high school friends like the Broncos. However, my friend like 15, 17 years ago became affiliated with the Raiders, and he's my best friend. So what was I going to do, guys? You know I'm loyal to the core.
That's true.
So, and you know, my dad and I are not super tight, so I was like, I'm sorry, Dad, but I got to go with my best friend.
And your favorite NBA team is, say it with me, the Los Angeles Clippers. Okay, moving on.
It's not. It's the Nuggets. I don't know if
I
you know that they
know,
won last year and I went to the winning game.
Meow, meow. Okay, well, speaking of SGT things from the past, here's Suited. Suited is a very dark blue. It is much darker than OMG. It is like HJ if you took the shimmer out of it. Classic dark navy. Social Studies is another navy that we make, but you can see it's much dustier, kind of like that vintage sweatshirt feel. CNH looks purpley indigo. Favorite Beanie looks a lot more charcoal. And then I brought in Make a Res because that's also a very dark blue, but that one pulls more teal, whereas Suited pulls more navy. And then Blue Canoe is a much brighter kind of toy blue situation. So Suited.
Suited for you.
Oh, that's a cute one. That's really cute. I like that.
I'm kind of cute.
No, yeah, I mean, I feel like before there were any of us, there was you.
I mean, was there though? Feels like I was nothing without you guys.
Oh, nonsense. All right, here is Elevator, which if you like a polish called Schlucky Schmoister, here's a quick dry version of that one. So I brought in Lucky Oyster right next to it. Elevator is a little bit more pigmented, so imagine if you were to do like an extra 2 coats of Lucky Oyster, that's kind of the vibe that you would get. Bringing in Cloudy Skies from our Rainy Day April Showers collection. Also wanted to bring in Cosmic Silver from the Beats collaboration. Rainy Day Walk, also from the April Showers collection, looks a lot more taupey here, which is really crazy. Mind Game. And then the last one I was gonna bring in is Koala from the original Quick Dry collection, which looks a lot more green, which is crazy. Which reminds me of the time that someone thought Koala was Seiji. I'm not gonna name names.
I don't know who that person would be.
But yeah, Elevator is an iridescent, sheer-ish gray. And yeah, Lucky Oyster is the closest comp, no doubt. And you can see there's a reason why they call it Many Shades of Gray.
50. Will we have 50?
I mean, at least. Well, at least have 50.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
All right, there's the Elevator. Wow, guys, we're 13 minutes in and we're almost done. What is life?
I mean, we have the other half of the collection to go. But you're proud.
I'm proud. Yeah, no, I'm stoked.
Yeah,
I'm
stoked. Proud. Yeah, because people don't want to be here for like 3 hours. I understand.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they would. I don't know, sound off in the comments if you'd like to be here for 3 hours.
We would like to be here for 3 hours.
I agree. All right, here is Primrose. This is a rosy, brownie kind of shade. It's kind of like an even pinker LD.
I know, I'm like, it's essentially like a rosier LD for Quick Dry.
Absolutely. But gonna bring in some pinks, of which we have many here at Olive and June. Speaking of lots of pinks at Olive and June, we have many nuances of pink, which is also why we have a color in Quick Dry called Nuance, which is pretty clever, if I say so myself.
I don't know who named that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Primrose is like basically prom in Quick Dry, but if you made it a little bit more browny, or if you took LD and you made it a little bit more
rosy.
Rosy. All right, and last but certainly not least, here is Yogurt Parfait. So you can see Primrose is a lot darker.
A lot darker.
A lot darker.
Love.
And Poodle looks beige, so life is weird sometimes. So look, Poodle's looking like an apricot poodle right now.
Sometimes this happens. This is why we do this.
I always love, someone should just like troll the swatch show and be like, what does it look like next to not kale?
Exactly.
And we'd be like, fair enough. All right, welcome to Twilight. This is an iridescent, almost sheer, but not really purple. It's like mermaid hair, but a lot more saturated, but it has that same kind of pretty golden reflective quality to it. I'm bringing...
It really reminds me of Twilight the movie. I know it's not,
Yeah.
just to be clear, it's not, it's just a word. Don't copyright come after me, but like it just emotionally makes me think of like a rainy Seattle. I don't know. It's like, but gorgeous and like twinkly. The way like I loved Robert Pattinson in that movie.
Was Twilight in Seattle?
Yeah, it was in like Washington State or something.
Oh.
It was rainy, remember?
No, I feel like the whole movie was in a rainstorm. I just don't know.
Rain. By the way, send off the comments if I'm wrong, because I'm probably wrong. It's probably like literally in Oregon.
I mean, to make myself vulnerable, I was about to say that I sometimes forget that Portland and Seattle are in different states.
Wow.
American geography, not my strong suit. Look, I'm
My
gonna call it like
would
it
be
is.
so disappointed.
No, I know Portland has the amazing donuts and the cool carpet in our airport.
They do. Both things. You'd be so disappointed when you left.
I'm sorry. I'm so
okay.
sorry.
It's okay, I'm not going to tell him.
Sorry, Jay. My bad. My loss. Or Lilab. That means love you like a brother. Okay, Twilight. Its closest thing is definitely mermaid hair in terms of like what the kind of color payoff is. But I also think it's a little bit like art class if you made it a little bit sheerer and iridescent. So there is Twilight next to Friend or an Enemy, Charming, Enchanted, which is another metallic-y, shimmery, quick dry, and then of course our good friend Frinklefish.
Love. I'm like in that movie with Hugh Grant. Love, love, love. You know that movie?
Love Actually?
Yeah.
You're like, what's that love movie?
I'm like, what's that Hugh Grant love movie? Love, love, love.
All right.
I'll stop singing. I know it's embarrassing, guys. I'll stop.
You guys, you try being in the room with her by ourselves. It's getting a little crazy over here.
If by crazy you mean amazing, then I would agree.
I almost just brought in something to this comparison that I shouldn't have, and that would have been awkward. Oops.
This is the problem when we might do winter swatch show after this, you guys.
What's a winter? All right, here's Fiddle Fig. Difficult to keep alive in plant form, easy to love in polish form. It is a dark leafy green, so I'm bringing in all the greens.
Tell them where we thought about this from.
There was a majestic, and I'm talking majestic, Fiddle Fig in Y'all and June salons.
I want to say it was a fiddle leaf fig.
Oh yeah, well we took some liberties here with the name on this one.
Yeah, because you know it can only be one word, but it was amazing. It lasted forever.
So given its name because its leaves represent look like a fiddle instrument.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah.
I don't think I knew that.
It's a member of the ficus family. Okay.
I learn something every day, especially on the swatch show.
Fiddle Fig is a dark green. Its closest is Besties, but as you know, swatch show comparisons of quick dry and long lasting are not always the same because one's a little plumpier and the other's a little bit sort of a thinner polish formula. Brought in Into the Trees, which is a darker teal, and then our kind of more traditional greens of Touchdown and Geometry. Those are kind of grass greens. Green Canteen from Summer is a lot more like true teal, and then our Bestie, WKF, is a mossy sort of green. Bocce Ball is so bright from Summer 23, and then it's actually dark green, which basically looks black, but it's actually dark green all the way to the end.
I mean, it's one of my favorites. It's so good.
Love this one. All right. Okay, now we're getting to kind of the ones that have a lot less comparison here. Here's Americano, which I'm wearing on my nails right now. Its closest friend is Tip Your Barista from the Fall 22 collection.
Its closest friend is an Americano at Starbucks.
Indeed, indeed. And then I'm also gonna bring in another bestie.
Please do.
JJ.
JJ! So good.
So CN is the darkest, sort of, call it like, that's like unsweetened pure cocoa powder. And then Americano and Tip Your Barista are that kind of coffee chocolate sort of brown. And then JJ is much warmer, kind of like a rosier cinnamon brown. So fall vibes.
Brown manis are so underrated.
I agree. We've been saying CN is the most underrated shade for a long time.
It's so underrated.
Alright.
So underrated.
Here's Canyon. This is kind of a caramelly orange brown situation. We've got
So
J.O.
pretty.
Yeah, you really like loved Canyon from the beginning.
I have. It's gonna be a go-to petty for me.
We love a neutral petty.
I would also love it in press-on form.
Oh, we did not make it in press-on form, but
Oh, I know. But maybe in the future.
I'll let the powers that be know that you're interested in a
Please do. They tend not to listen to me, but please let them know.
So Canyon is sort of a more orangey caramel version of Howdy from the original Quick Dry collection. Southwest looks pretty red over here compared to Canyon. And then you're at 10 from the Mega Babe collection. And here's my friend Sweet and Gracious, which now always looks like mustard yellow compared to all
It's
of our oranges.
unbelievable. It looks so different when we launched it.
My brain is melted.
My brain is broken.
All right, Canyon.
No, we're not dramatic. This is how we feel about
You were like,
polishes.
no, don't keep going. I was like, what? I was like, what did I say?
We're not dramatic. This is how everyone should feel.
You don't get emotionally worked up about polish?
That's weird.
What other hobbies do you have?
Yeah, seriously.
All right, here's Fawn. Fawn, if you loved Shacket and you didn't get Shacket,
We know you do.
we know you do. Fawn is a slightly more brown Shacket, a little bit grayer, I think. So naturally I'm bringing in some of our grays and taupes. So I've got AW. I've got World Lit, which is kind of like a purplier mauvier version of that one. And then I've got RP.
Oh, RP.
Shout out RP.
Shout out. It's her birthday today. We're filming this on her birthday.
Oh, HBD RP.
Mm-hmm.
And then Koala again from our Quick Dry collection. And then JJ.
Gotta love it.
So again, all these colors you'd think are very similar. And you're like, why did you make 10 of the same? And then you get them next to each other. And you're like, psych. That was it.
That was it?
That was
can't
Quick
be
Dry.
it.
Yeah, we did it.
I can't believe it.
Last UT was giving me trash for being slow.
I'd never do that. I never do that.
I just wanted to be here forever with you guys. I'm sorry.
I mean, I love y'all.
Love y'all. Happy swatch.
Happy swatch. I love you.
Bye.